Hello, good morning. Hi. Here we are for Tuesday practice. So let's go ahead and dive in. Devotions for Baba Yaga. Crone mother, bone mother, healer, seer, witch, secret keeper, screech owl, mighty wolf, bitch. Baba Yaga bright dawn, Baba Yaga red sun, Baba Yaga midnight, Baba Yaga black sky woman, keep me safe within your sight, keep me on the path of right. Crone mother, bone mother, healer, seer, witch, secret keeper, screech owl, mighty wolf, bitch. Baba Yaga bright dawn, Baba Yaga red sun, Baba Yaga midnight, Baba Yaga black sky woman, keep me safe within your sight, keep me on the path of right. So yesterday we dialed back desiring and yearning and longing and planning and striving, and instead presenced gratitude, satiety, contentedness. How did that go? I hope that went well for you. It was good for me all day. Every time I started to feel like, oh, I need this, or oh, I have to do that, or to just go, wait, no, what am I doing right now? And just to bring myself back to that gratitude for this life, this moment, this journey. Today's card is Inner Trust. And I'd like to just report for those who remember from yesterday that this was the card that I've been wanting, that I've been seeing when I shuffle, and I've been wanting. And remember how I was saying yesterday, oh, I really, there's this one card, I keep seeing it as I shuffle and I really want it. This was the one, this is the picture. Inner Trust. Though it may be cloaked or hidden, within you lies natural magnificence, vibrancy, and true uniqueness. The harder this is for you to believe, the more growth this oracle is offering you now. Your opportunity for growth lies in letting go of your need to hide yourself from the world and letting go of any doubt about the wonder of what lies within you. This oracle brings the message that it is time for you to trust yourself and to let the real inner you out from behind the veil. You are being assured that you can trust your intuition and your own sense of things. Sometimes what you sense will be love, and you will open your heart and move easily toward the source of that love, be it in the form of another person, a new career path, a project which you care deeply about and want to pursue, or a spiritual or creative practice that you are keen to explore. Sometimes what you sense will be more challenging than this, and it will ask something different of you. It might be that you sense fear or sabotage lurking within someone's intentions or in the situation around you. This oracle asks you to trust yourself, to find the most authentic and loving way to deal with that. Perhaps you've drawn this card because you're unnecessarily holding yourself back out of fear or a lack of belief in your ability to support or care for yourself, or the importance or a lack of belief in the importance of your need for self-expression in your relationships. The Oracle of Inner Trust comes to you with this guidance. You know what you are doing. You have enough wisdom and intuition to be able to place yourself more fully in this world, to take the steps to unhide yourself. Even if you feel you have no clue about what is happening at that broader level, even if you can't quite see the whole picture of what's taking place within you or around you, you still have all the wisdom and intuitive ability you will need to take one step at a time and navigate your way through absolutely anything that life brings to your door. This is really good guidance, at least for me, and I hope it is for you as well. I've recently been coping with a situation in which I'm really needing to trust my own intuition and what I know to be true, even when I've experienced a gaslighting where I tried to speak with someone about something and share my thoughts and views and was basically told that I was thinking or viewing things wrongly. But then when I said, okay, well, that's fine. Maybe I misunderstood. Here's what I would need to see in order to correct that perception. This is what would help me. The person has in fact done the exact opposite. And so I know I was gaslit. I know that I was really speaking truth about my feelings, about my experience, and that this other person felt the need to tell me that what I was thinking was wrong rather than to address the problem. Happens. It's unfortunately common when you are in this spiritual world or even just in the everyday life, that you might try to express something, or you might have an inner knowing that you bring forward, that you've tested, that you have really looked at from a bunch of different angles. And sure, our perceptions are limited, and sometimes we can feel like upset about something unnecessarily, or we might misperceive, but it's not actually a lot that happens. It's not a lot of the time that our inner knowing is wrong. Sometimes our inner knowing is a little bit off. That can be due to any number of things. That can be due to trauma. That can be due to lack of experience. It can be due to just, misunderstanding. It can also sometimes be due to different cultural bases. Like, for example, if you've cooked an elaborate meal and someone feels that their best expression is to eat that meal in silence and appreciate every bite rather than loudly proclaiming that they loved the meal, you might feel like, do they not like it? So sometimes it's wrong. Our perception is wrong, but not always and not often. Sometimes we really do need to just trust our perception about a person, about a situation, a job, whatever it might be. And we need to listen to that inner perception and say, yeah, that's not for me. So I now know what I need to do. I need to trust myself, and I need to take steps to prevent myself from being gaslit by this individual again. Fortunately, that should be easy enough for me to do. I can withdraw my closeness with that individual. And I can kind of just take a step back and let that person go their own way. But it's not easy when we're experiencing gaslighting, or when we're experiencing a fear about how our feelings might be perceived. Or sometimes, and this is the one I really wanted to talk to you about, this one is really hard. When you want to do something great in your life or in the world, and you want to bring some aspect of yourself out into the world, that is when you're going to find out who your friends really are. And unfortunately, some of the people who you think would be, could be, or should be cheering you on the most are actually bitter, jealous. They've got animosity. They feel small. They feel like they need to somehow try to block or prevent you from your greatness. They want to yuck your yum, whatever it is. And it's really hard. It can make you feel like, oh gosh, I'm not going to put myself out there. I don't want to share. I want you to really pay attention to this. When you are trying to put something good that you are doing out into the world, whether it's, a project or something you're just really excited about, when you are sitting there and you have that small and smallening feeling, when you feel like you're shrinking back instead of announcing it, launching it, taking up space with it, pay attention to whose face it is in your mind that keeps you from doing it. Whose face, whose eyes on your project are what keep you small in your own mind. Because the reality is, you're probably right. You might be thinking, like, why am I worried about putting that out there? I've got supportive friends. I've got people who care about me. My family will totally cheer me on. And then that one person's face comes up in your mind and you're like, what will so-and-so think about it? That person, that is the one that you need to watch out for. That is the one that you need to say to yourself, it doesn't matter what this person thinks, I'm doing it anyway. That is the person that might actually not have your highest interests at heart, your highest good at heart, even if they verbally proclaim that. They might say that they do, but that's not necessarily true, unfortunately. But now that we know this and we're sitting with this trust ourself card, we have the ability to confront this problem. We can say to ourselves, okay, now I know. Now I know that whoever it is in my mind that is representing the inner critic in me might actually be one of my outer critics. And maybe I don't need to engage with the opinion of that critic or the inner critic before I go ahead and do this. So what if what I'm doing isn't perfect? That was last week's whole message in these divinations. Doesn't matter if it's perfect. What it matters is that if you are ready to do it, to put your creation out into the world, that's what matters. You're going to learn as you go along. You'll definitely make mistakes. You'll definitely mess things up. You'll definitely do things in a way sometimes that is inelegant. That's fine. So what? Who cares? Who cares? Be your beautiful, creative, evolving, and imperfect self for the sake of the greater perfection that is unfolding from within you and seeks its expression in the world. That greater perfection in its unfolding state is exactly what is going to magnetize to you the people who are meant for you. It is going to be exactly what magnetizes to you the people who feel you are relatable, who care, who want to hear what you have to say, who are genuinely invested in your well-being. Because they're not there because you're perfect. They're there because you're growing and they like it. They love it. They're like, yes, grow, grow, grow. You know why? Because then they get to grow and they feel like, oh, I feel less self-conscious about my own growth. Look, she's growing. I'm going to grow. It's so good for us. Lisa says, thanks for the potent message today. I was meditating today on this very message from the card you picked. Oh, I'm so glad, Lisa. Yes, you're so talented. Whatever you're thinking of, do it. Who cares if it's not 100% exactly the way that your mind envisions it? And who cares if there's other people in your community or in your wider circle who seem to think that they're the expert on something, whose opinion might be critical? Who cares if there's somebody out there who feels like you doing you somehow takes away from them doing them? That is not your problem. That is not your problem. Just the same way someone else doing their thing doesn't take away from you. So if you confront those feelings in yourself of judgment of someone else and what they're doing, because maybe they're taking up too much space, Girl, take up space. Take up space. And we all should. And let us take up space imperfectly, flawed, evolving, growing. And let's really remember, the wind just came up really strong. Let's just remember that in order to overcome the patriarchal conditioning that keeps keeping women small, we have to let everybody take up space. That is our message for today. If that's what you were here for, hope you enjoyed it. And if there's anything else that you want to say about it, type it into the comments. Now let's dive in to Guanyin practice with 3 prostrations before the shrine. And I'm just like so excited that I got the card I've been longing for. I didn't even know what the message was. I just kept seeing this beautiful woman with her veil, her headscarf, and thinking, oh, I really want to get that card. And then I got it on one of the days I was wearing a headscarf. I'm just going to be happy about that. And let's take refuge. Namo Guru Be. I take refuge in the inner teacher. Namo Buddhaye. I take refuge in the great mother of compassion. Namo Dharmaye. I take refuge in the wisdom of the ages. Namo Sanghaye. I take refuge in the community of practitioners. And let's set our intention. And today we're holding Tibby, a kitty cat who's having a hard time. His people are very worried about him, and he's going to the vet today. Prayers for his healing and well-being. And let's recite the 4 immeasurables. May I be a source of loving kindness in this world and all worlds, bringing a generous heart to all my thoughts and doings. May I be a vehicle of compassion in this world and all worlds, ever mindful and aware of the tremendous suffering of others. May I be a brimming vessel of joy in this world and all worlds, delighting in the happiness of others as their suffering is alleviated. May I be a balance point of equanimity in this world and all worlds, seeing all as equals and all as deserving of goodness. I light this candle as a symbol of the enlightening Dharma way. May it shine brightly for the benefit of all beings. I light this incense as an offering to Guan Xiyin, she who hears the cries of the world, mother of all. Om Ahum. 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 Reverently, I prostrate with my body, speech, and mind and present clouds of every type of offering, actual and virtual. I confess all my destructive actions accumulated since beginningless time and rejoice in the meditation of all holy and ordinary beings. Please, Guan Yin, remain until the end of samsaric existence and turn the wheel of Dharma for sentient beings. I dedicate my own merits and those of others to the great enlightenment. 108 recitations of Namo Guan Shi Pusa, calling out to Guan Yin and asking her to please bring that presence to us, that Vajra confidence that we're allowed to manifest the divine through us in whatever form is going to serve our highest good and the highest good of all those around us. And maybe giving someone the opportunity to confront their gaslighting or their narcissism or their predatory tendencies or their jealousy is the best possible outcome. They could grow. Namo Guan Shi Pusa, 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 Namo Guan Shi Pusa. Namo Guan Shi Pusa, 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 Namo Guan Shi Pusa. Namo Guan Shi Pusa, 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 Namo Guan Shi Pusa. Namo Guan Shi Pusa, 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 Namo Guan Shi Pusa. Namo Guan Shi Pusa, 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 Namo Guan Shi Yin Pusa. 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 Got a string in my mala that's gone wayward. Okay, I think I can fix it. Okay, so now, Brief Wind Horse Practice of Tara by Patrul Rinpoche. And really think about what it's saying in this prayer when we do the English part right in the middle. Really listen to the words. You're allowed to want things to go well, is what I'm trying to say. Lume chuksum chidang jitsun ma gyayum pakma drome jintu yi daki sisu pajor nyandraknyam yornu dadang yorji soshindu kepar kaje wangtang lungtanam nyampa soshing chetu gawa long chije lekpe lam drudowa long sering neme dedang denjur shi. Through the blessing and power of the unfailing Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, and of Jetsunma, mother of the Buddhas, noble Tara, may our lifespan, merit, prosperity, and renown increase like a waxing moon, like a rising summer lake. Especially may our good fortune, Wangtong and Windhorse, be healed when they weaken, rejoined when interrupted, raised up when sinking down. May whatever we do turn out well, and may good health, long life, peace, and happiness be ours. And remember that word Wangtong means our charisma, our well-being, kind of in a general sense, like our smoothness in the world. So, let's keep that part in mind. Oh, and then the Tibetan one more time. We do it 3 times. Lume chuksum chidang jitsun ma gyayum pakma drome jintu yi daki sisu pajor nyandraknyam yornu dadang yorji soshindu kipar kaje wangtang lungtanam nyampa soshing chitu gyawa long chije lekpe lamdu drowa dang sering neme dedang denjur shi. And now 108 recitations of Om Mani Padme Hum as we send out our prayers for the kitty Tibby, who needs our prayers today, and for anyone else who's going through a hard time or feeling like they have started to question their inner knowing. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Let's give thanks for our teachers. May all of my blessed teachers enjoy long, happy, healthy, productive lives and great support for their good works. May all beings benefit from their wisdom. May they enjoy a swift and happy rebirth. And long life prayer for Lama Dechen Yeshe Wangmo. Om Swastiayi. Through the powerful blessings of the immortal Pema Jungye and his consort, may the three secret qualities of the Dakini of Supreme Bliss, Yeshe Wangmo, be utterly stable, and may the light of her activities shine on the lotus groves of the teachings and of beings, so that they blossom in radiant splendor. And let's dedicate the merit. May the merit of this practice and all of my activities be of endless benefit to all beings in all realms, beginningless and continuous. May all obstacles be overcome and suffering cease at the sound of liberation. May all beings be free from suffering and its causes. May all beings have happiness and its causes. May we carry the essence of Guanyin in our hearts. Namo Guanxin Pusa. And we close with a bow to Guanyin, a bow to one another, and a bow to the inner teacher. And don't forget to drop your counts into the chat or into the post afterwards, and we will be back tomorrow. Take care and have a great day. Bye.